Roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go now. Set.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Red. Hey, red.
Young on third down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvie and Overshow. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying,
and this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yellow, line. Hey, go Fury. Set.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
That throw by Young incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Come on, 38.
Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Going for it with Sanders. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that as far as this defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Page going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Off play action. Page Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Second and 10. They'll bring a receiver to him on the touch pass. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here comes third down and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third down, Young from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Operating from the gun, Page. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Page. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to hit his target lane. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 18-yard line.
That's caught once again by Gallup. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Lamb in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now after the sack, here's 3rd and goal from the 20. Back to throw. Page. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, sort of drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, That's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And ultimately cannot get this. 5-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ready?
The play fake. Now Young. And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing to start the drive. Page. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Page. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A second down throw for Young. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They need 12 here. It's third down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Go.
Third and short yardage, Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Let's go. Wide open. White.
First and 10, Young. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Ready?
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking to throw on second down. Page. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's into the clear again. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ready. Fight 60. Ready.
Young on first down. His throw incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Page. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
That's complete outright to the tight end, Trimble. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Page in trouble, and he's taken down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up.
And the Cowboys
On 1st and 10, Page. Got his man, it's Thornton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they're going to have it on 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have it 1st.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Page. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 53 yards. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Young. He's got Mingo. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 59 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes. surprised because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Page. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 18-yard line.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made, and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Let's go.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third. Motion is Bo.
Ready.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here we go on 4th down, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Throwing on first down. Page. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
To throw again. Page. Completes this one to Fulton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time...
Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb from a yard out. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Throwing again. Page. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on first and goal.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Off the play fake. Page. This is caught. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Cowboys add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And it's 3rd down.
43 rail.
It'll be Young again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Nagar now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
62, Panthers 28.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd down, Young again. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
No gain on the play.
Young to throw it.
At the 14-yard line.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal. The whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
On the ready.
One last shot for Young. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Dallas,
They snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year.
and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire